Day 16. Here we go. Welcome back to Barrels and Bark. Again, I'm Zach. Thank you for tuning in. We are continuing along on our blind whiskey advent calendar. Again, if you haven't followed along, my wife has poured 24 bottle samples from my collection of about 200 bottles. She's written them down, and my goal is to try to guess and pull out some of the notes and rate these samples each day. So let's jump right in and let's pour ourselves a sample. All right, it's going for a nose. Whew, right off the bat. Funky. Funky. Very musty. And it gives me vibes of single malt again. I know I've said that a few times. I think I've been wrong. Or I think I've been pretty accurate on the single malts. It has a very malted barley smell, which typically American single malts are going to have that. But definitely has a mustiness. Kind of a funky, musty. Definitely getting some like prune smell. I don't know if that sounds good, smells good, but kind of that prune juice, sweetness, kind of a very sugary, brown sugar and prunes smell. Again, it's not terrible smelling, but definitely gives you that vibe of kind of that prunes there. Let's go in for a sip. Yes, this is American single malt for sure. But it has a weird taste on the tongue. Like it gives off like it's a weird aftertaste. It just kind of lingers, like almost like a burnt brown sugar prunes. If that makes sense. I don't know if I'm sounding crazy, but it has a really funky aftertaste. It just hangs there and sticks. The initial palate's not bad. Definitely has that sweetness, kind of a dark fruit, and then it just turns almost burnt tasting. I don't know if I like it. It's weird. Man, I'm wondering out of my 200 bottles which one this is. It's going for one more sip. The initial palate's good. Like I really like. It definitely has that sugary sweetness, creamy. Has a little bit of that kind of prune, fig, raisin. And then it just hangs out on this back end where it just kind of has that burnt bitter taste. Like, I don't know. It's funky. So give this a rating. Man, I have to be in the right mood to probably enjoy this. I'm going to say 4.8. It's a little bit low just because of that aftertaste. Just kind of sticks there. Interesting. So let's guess what it is. I'm not sure out of all my American single malts what this could be. That is an American single malt. So that's probably what I'm going to guess. And I think it's because they have smaller barrels. So maybe some of that influence of the wood. I can't remember the name of the distillery, but I'm going to call it one of those craft distilleries from Montana. So let's see how I did. Day 16 here. This is, Balcones Texas American Single Malt. So I was off on the brand, but this definitely makes sense with it being a Texas whiskey, American Single Malt. Again, I don't want to bash it. I think in the right mood it would be decent, but just has that kind of funky taste. So there you go, day 16. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.